Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. The NFL world woke up to a shockwave this morning. MEKHI BECTON, the massive offensive tackle once seen as the future cornerstone of the New York Jets line, is reportedly joining the New England Patriots. Yes, you heard that right. The Patriots, known for their calculated, almost surgical moves in free agency, have apparently pulled off one of the most unexpected signings of the season. Fans across the league are in disbelief, and Jets fans? They're furious. How could one of their own, a former first-round pick, cross enemy lines to join their most hated rival? This is the kind of twist that shakes up not just the AFC East, but the entire NFL narrative. BECTON's career has been a roller coaster. Flashes of dominance overshadowed by injuries and inconsistency. But in New England, he might just find redemption. The Patriots, desperate to rebuild their offensive line and protect their young quarterbacks, seem to believe they can reignite the fire in the 6 feet 7 inches, 360-pound monster. Bill Belichick's departure has already marked a new era, and this move screams of a front office ready to make bold, risky decisions to bring the franchise back to relevance. And make no mistake, this one's personal. Patriots insiders are buzzing about how this deal came together so quietly. There are no leaks, no hints, no rumors, just a sudden explosion of news that left everyone scrambling to confirm. BECTON, who spent most of last season proving he could stay healthy and consistent, had been flying under the radar in free agency. Most assumed he'd re-sign with the Jets or maybe test out a mid-tier market team looking for size and power up front. But apparently, the Patriots have been watching him closely, analyzing every snap, every step, every ounce of effort he put into his comeback. When the opportunity came, they moved fast. Reports suggest BECTON himself was intrigued by the idea of joining a disciplined, technically demanding environment like New England, a place that values preparation and precision as much as physical dominance. Maybe he saw it as a chance to reset his reputation, to show he's not just a big body, but a student of the game who can fit into a complex system. Whatever the case, it's clear this was a deal made in silence, and those are often the ones that make the biggest noise later. Now, let's talk about what this means for the Patriots' offensive line. Last season was a disaster, plain and simple. The line was leaky, inconsistent, and often left the quarterbacks running for their lives. Protection was an afterthought, and the lack of stability up front crippled any rhythm the offense tried to build. With BECTON's arrival, everything changes. His sheer size and reach can completely alter the dynamic of the pocket. He's the kind of player who, when locked in, can neutralize top-tier pass rushers and open lanes in the run game that few others can. But the key word here is when. Consistency has always been the question with BECTON. In New England, that won't be optional. The staff will push him harder than ever, demanding every ounce of focus and discipline. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what he needs. For the Patriots, this could be the cornerstone move of a rebuild, a gamble on potential that, if it pays off, could redefine their offensive identity for the next few years. Meanwhile, over in New York, the reaction has been nothing short of chaos. Jets fans are calling it betrayal. Analysts are dissecting every decision leading up to this, and even some former players are chiming in on social media. How did it come to this? The Jets spent years trying to mold BECTON into their anchor, their franchise protector. Injuries and coaching changes didn't help, and over time, patience wore thin. But now that he's wearing Patriots colors, the sting hits different. The AFC East rivalry, already one of the league's most heated, just got a fresh dose of gasoline. When these two teams meet next season, all eyes will be on BECTON. Every block, every pancake, every false start will be magnified 100 times over. The boos will be deafening in MetLife, and the cheers in Foxborough will echo with a sense of vengeance. It's not just football anymore. It's pride, it's loyalty, it's the kind of drama the NFL thrives on. And for fans, it's pure, unfiltered theater. Let's not ignore the timing here either. The Patriots front office has been under pressure to prove they can adapt to the modern NFL. The post-Brady era has been rocky. Uncertain quarterback play, a stagnant offense, and a fan base losing patience. Signing BECTON sends a message. They're not content with mediocrity. They're willing to swing big, to take calculated risks, and to invest in potential rather than play it safe. It's a move that feels almost symbolic, a physical statement that the Patriots are rebuilding their identity from the trenches up. And BECTON, with his rare combination of size, youth, and experience, represents the kind of player who can grow alongside the team's new offensive direction. This isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about setting a tone. If he performs, it could mark the start of a new era of Patriots football, one built on dominance, discipline, and raw power. If he fails, well, it won't be for lack of trying. And that, in itself, is a change in attitude this franchise desperately needed. For BECTON, this is the ultimate career crossroads. He's gone from being a top draft pick to a question mark, to now being handed one final chance on one of football's most demanding stages. The spotlight will be relentless, the expectation sky high, but the opportunity massive. He knows this is about more than just playing time. This is about rewriting his narrative. The Patriots are banking on the idea that a fresh environment, a clean slate, and a structure built on accountability can bring out his best. And if he embraces it, if he takes that next step and becomes the player everyone once believed he could be, this move could go down as one of the smartest, most unexpected turnarounds in recent NFL memory. A fallen jet finding new wings as a Patriot. You couldn't script it better. The league's most surprising signing of the season has officially set the tone, and something tells me this story is just getting started. And here's where things get even more interesting, because behind the scenes, there's talk that this move wasn't just about football. Rumors are swirling that BECTON had grown increasingly frustrated with how the Jets handled his recovery process, feeling like the organization lost faith in him long before he'd even had a fair shot to prove himself again. Sources close to the player hint that he wanted a place that would treat him like a cornerstone, not a project, and that New England's pitch was all about trust, structure, and belief. That's the Patriots' way. They sell culture, not chaos. For a player who's battled criticism, doubt, and a weight of expectation, that might have been the difference maker. He didn't want to just be another lineman fighting for a roster spot. He wanted to feel valued, needed, and challenged. And if there's one franchise that knows how to rebuild a player's confidence from the ground up, it's New England. So while everyone focuses on the rivalry and the drama, the real story might be simpler. A player looking for a home that still believes in him. Of course, this isn't all sunshine and optimism. There are real questions here, and they're not small ones. Can BECTON stay healthy for a full season? Can he adapt to the Patriots' famously complex playbook and the relentless expectations that come with wearing that uniform? And maybe the biggest question of all, will his body hold up under the constant physical demands that derailed his early career? The Patriots are known for pushing players to their limits, and while that can produce greatness, it can also expose weaknesses. This move isn't without risk, and everyone knows it. But that's what makes it so fascinating. It's high stakes, high drama, and high reward if it works. The front office clearly believes that a motivated BECTON, coached with precision and supported by a strong system, can become one of the most dominant tackles in football. If they're right, this could be a turning point for both the player and the team. If they're wrong, it'll be another painful lesson in the dangers of chasing potential. There's also the locker room factor, something people often overlook. The Patriots' locker room has always been a place of structure, accountability, and quiet leadership. No drama, no distractions, no nonsense. For BECTON, who's dealt with intense media scrutiny in New York, this could be exactly what he needs. The veterans will test him, the coaches will push him, and the environment will demand his best every single day. There's no hiding in New England. Either you buy in or you're out. And that might actually be liberating for someone like him. It's a chance to focus purely on football, without the noise, without the constant external pressure. Insiders have already noted how the Patriots' conditioning staff plans to design a specific program tailored to his frame and injury history, aiming to keep him durable through the long season. If it works, this could be a masterclass in player development, turning a once troubled star into a key pillar of a new foundation. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. From a league perspective, this move adds yet another layer to the evolving AFC East storyline. Think about it. The division now features some of the most intriguing narratives in football. You've got the Bills trying to stay dominant, the Dolphins going all in on speed and explosiveness, the Jets with Aaron Rodgers' return, and now the Patriots stealthily retooling their identity around physicality and discipline. BECTON's presence fits perfectly into that theme. He's not a headline-grabbing superstar, but he represents a shift in philosophy, a commitment to the trenches, to winning the war up front. And you can bet opposing defenses are already taking notice. Imagine the first Patriots-Jets matchup next season. BECTON lined up against his old teammates, blocking out the noise, literally and figuratively. It's the kind of moment that defines rivalries and careers alike. The NFL scriptwriters couldn't have crafted it better if they tried. For fans, though, the emotions are split right down the middle. Patriots fans are cautiously excited. They've seen this story before, where New England takes a so-called problem player and turns him into a success story. Jets fans, on the other hand, are bitter, feeling like they've lost not just a player, but a symbol of what could have been. The online banner has already exploded. Memes, clips, and hot takes flooding every corner of sports media. And that's part of what makes the NFL so special. It's not just the games, it's the stories, the drama, the rivalries that make every Sunday feel like an event. With this signing, the Patriots just added a whole new chapter to their saga. Love them or hate them, you can't deny they know how to stay relevant. And in a league driven by headlines, relevance is everything. When it's all said and done, this will either be remembered as a stroke of genius or a colossal misfire. There's no middle ground. For BECTON, it's a redemption arc waiting to be written. For the Patriots, it's a bold statement that they're still in the business of taking chances that could pay off big. The next few months will tell us a lot about his health, his mindset, and his fit within a system that demands perfection. But one thing's for sure, the NFL just got a lot more interesting. The MEKHI BECTON era in New England has begun, and whether it ends in triumph or heartbreak, we'll be watching every snap, every block, every storyline unfold. Because in a league built on surprises, this might just be the biggest one yet. A giant finding his footing in the most unexpected of places, ready to silence every doubt and every critic that ever wrote him off. The stage is set, and all eyes are on Foxborough. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.